The field of communication is interesting and as well as challenging. It is interesting because we all do and practice this in our day-to-day lives. Knowing the finer points of effective communication can enhance our lives and make us excel in the world over our blanket and make us the best relationship-oriented people in our day-to-day lives. So, what are you waiting for? Let's dive into the video. And you are here with me, Raghavendra Mahati, in the channel The Womb, the world over your blanket, where you can learn different kinds of skills to enhance and excel in the world over your blanket. Now, let us see what are the do's and don'ts for effective communication. Let us see what are the do's. The first and foremost thing that enhances your communication skills is smile more and be natural. Smiling at the other person gives him a sense of understanding and importance. So, try to smile and be natural. Don't try to copy or imitate others. Be natural, be in your own way so that you project your own self. And the most important thing is accept responsibility. Accepting responsibility to ensure that whether the other person understands what you have been told, that means whether the intended message is received by the listener in your point of view. So try to have feedback so that it can clear misunderstandings and clarify the doubts or intentions of the listener. And the second one, be considerate and think win-win. Obviously, conversation or communication is always a two-way process. So you cannot make the other person lose and you can win. It is of no use. Better to approach the way think win-win. So you have to win and absolutely the listener have to win. So it makes the communication much more effective. Even though words play a minor role in whole communication, but I think using right words and appropriate words at the right time and being tactful can enhance your effective communication. So always remember that spoken words cannot be taken back. So being tactful with the words is very important. And the next important thing is listen more. Obviously, listening more can enhance your skills in communication for effective communication. And the important thing is appreciate others. A genuine appreciation can turn the conversation. So, always try to appreciate others for their contribution and say thank you for their contribution and make them feel important. Be enthusiastic and try to have a positive and cheerful attitude so that this positive energy not only radiates within you but also radiates across everybody and the situation just uplifts. So always try to maintain that positive and cheerful outlook. The next thing is never ever gossip and lose comments. And one more thing, don't criticize. Even if the situation goes wrong, try to criticize the situation, not the person. And give an opportunity to the other person when they admit their mistakes and let them save their faces. And when you do some mistake, admit it. Try to avoid unnecessary jargon and many technical words in your communication and make it clear and simple and precise. Because if the communication is simple, the other person can easily understand and clearly understand your point of view. So try to avoid unnecessary jargon in between. And if you tend to blurt out anything that comes to your mind, people will not pay attention to your words or opinions. So it is important to communicate clearly and effectively with precise and simple way. If you want others to show some interest and have some interest in what you are saying and you want them to listen to you, so try to use interesting topics and try to say things differently. That is what everyone say. Go against the tide. But going against the tide is not so easy because if you don't have enough knowledge and enough idea about that particular situation, about that particular topic, you are going to land somewhere. So it is absolutely important for you to have sufficient knowledge when you are going against the tide or when you are doing something different. Communication is a dynamic process. So how you say, what you say, when you say also plays an important role. And how that information is received or thought or feelings or emotions is received by the other person depends upon the set of events and stimuli that person is exposed to. So be careful when you communicate. So let us see what are the don'ts for effective communication. The first important thing and the major aspect is rigidity of thought. When you are rigid with your thoughts, you cannot understand the other person's point of view. Your mind is cluttered with all your own ideas, so you cannot understand the actual idea of what other person is intended to say. So declutter your mind before you are listening to the other person. If you are not ready for that, so try to avoid the conversation, or try to make sure and say that person that you are uncomfortable with the situation, or you are uncomfortable for carrying on that conversation. It helps you and enhances and avoids you from unnecessary misunderstandings and conflicts. If you are rigid with your thoughts and you already have taken a stand on one particular situation or one particular statement, you either argue with the person directly or you debate with yourself internally. So try to avoid rigidity of thought. The most important thing is your ego. Your ego may come in between the way when you are listening or accepting the other person's point of view. You always try to refuse the other person's point of view when ego is in between. So try to avoid ego clashes. That will enhance your communication. Let us see how criticism can be helped for improvement. Never ever criticize in public. Even if you want, criticize in private. That too, criticize issues, not the person. Keep your cool. Be firm and assertive, not to be aggressive or arrogant. Practice humility and courtesy. Always try to be understanding and caring. Have a sense of humor. Don't be sarcastic or put down others. Understanding these finer tips and enhancing by learning these tips can make all of us better human beings, not only in maintaining our relationships but also in enhancing our lives in the way of success and success in our careers. So, as communication is our day-to-day part, so try to enhance it and excel in the world over your blanket. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. Don't forget to comment right below in the comment section. How do you feel about today's session? Thank you.